Mayne, can you give us an overview of your 12-hour to 1 hour strategy?
I will give you a 30-second overview. You ready?
Oh,
Okay, so what you do, you look for price on the H12 to make a move up, okay? Then what we're looking for is a pullback to an H12 POI. So that could be an order block, it could be a fair value gap, it could be a breaker, it could be a supply zone, it could be whatever the fuck you want to call it, but you're looking for the move to occur. So this is going to be a move that broke market structure over here. Okay, so we made a higher high. So there's some sort of demand here that caused this price move up. So on the H12, you're looking for price to return to that area of demand. Okay, and what we're trying to catch is a higher low. We're looking for a higher low to form here and then to see continuation of the trend, right? So what are we doing on this? Is the H12 here. So this would be your H12 order block or whatever you want to call it. Okay. We're looking for an H12 higher low. What we're doing is on the H1, we're looking for price to sync back up with the H12. So if the H12 is going like this, on any of these pullbacks on the H12, which might just be one or two down candles, on the H1, it's likely a downtrend. And then at some point, that downtrend is going to become an uptrend. And on the H12, that's just a down candle and then an up candle. So you're using that lower time frame to get more granular. And what you're trying to do is find when those time frames sync up again. Because the most explosive moves are going to be ones where the high time frame and the low time frame are in sync. So we go down to the H1 and we're looking for price, which is likely going down, to then give us a clue that it wants to start going up. Whether that's a breaker, whether that is just bullish market structure, whether that's a range like Fullest had mentioned, and then a break below the range and then a reclaim, whatever you want it to be, you're just looking on the lower time frame for a clue that it's going to sync back up with the high time frame. And that's what I'm basing my entry on. So that is the entire strategy. That's a very quick overview of it. If you go on my video on YouTube, the pinned video, I go over this in a little bit more detail. So let me see if I can find a very quick example of exactly what I'm talking about here. So what do you have here? You have the H12 in an uptrend, correct? You have a demand zone right here. This is the order block, the demand, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care. That caused this most recent bullish market structure shift. We broke a high. We broke high here. It looks like we're going to get trend continuation. So I want to try and time this higher low. So on the H12, well, how do I know when this is going to stop? You could just bid here and put your stop there or down here, something like that. You absolutely could do that. But if you want to try and get a tighter entry, you want to try and get a lower time frame entry, I'm going to zoom in on price when that interaction happens. And I'm going to say, okay, well, the 1 hour is in a downtrend here. When does the 1 hour get bullish? That's when I'm going to enter. Is it this sweep and then this break and then a retest? Is it this order block here? Effectively, what I'm looking for is just for a clue on the lower time frame. Is it just this SR flip? There's a bunch of them. There's not one answer here, guys. But I'm looking for reasons on the H1 that this is going to form a higher low, because I'm expecting a higher low based on the H12. So I'm going down to the H1 and I'm looking for that higher low to form. What is that going to look like on the lower time frame? It's going to look like bullish market structure. That could literally be lower lows, and then eventually a higher low. And then that, it could be a breaker where you have an SFP and then a reclaim and it forms a breaker. It could be as simple as an SR level. So there's your there. We go sideways, we start trading up, and then it flips this level, and this comes support. There's a lot of different ways it can be, but the low time frame is going to give you the clues that the high time frame trend is going to continue. So if I'm bullish on the high time frame, the low time frame should start to turn bullish at that support level, is the kind of idea. You see, I see at least 3 opportunities here. I see the sweep here, and then the breaker entry right there. So there's your breaker block that caused that sweep. I see this is just kind of a basic SR entry right here. So you have support, a resistance that becomes support. I see an order block here. And the reason that this order block on the hourly gives you this large move to the upside is because it's in sync with the H12 being bullish, right? That's the real essence of the H12, H1 strategy, is you're looking to find the exact point when the low time frame syncs back up with the high time frame. And you can use any time frame to do that. You could use the weekly and the daily, the H4 and the M15, the H1 and the M5, It all works the same. Price is fractal like that. So if you believe price is going to go up here on the 12-hour, okay, well, we've got demand here. We've got a big SFP. I guarantee I can go on the hourly here and I can find a really tight entry or even a lower time frame that lines up and says, okay, well, actually, we have a breaker here on the M30, right? Is this not a perfect breaker? There's the up candle for the down move that swept the low. The hourly is clearly in an uptrend here. All of these order blocks get respected and then price trades higher. That's really what it's about.